reason, this event was so important today is because African Americans are 2 times more likely to be impacted by Alzheimer's. This is something that is, hitting the African American community really hard. And so, we at the Senior Source, the Caregiver Support Program, want caregivers to know that we are here for them. We want them to know about the resources that are in the community. We want to hear them, provide to them expert speakers so they can ask questions about what Alzheimer's disease is, the difference between Alzheimer's and dementia.
So a person with dementia, their hearing is diminished, may be diminished because the disease may be impacting that part of the brain that affects the hearing. So that's why we have that headset on there.
The Dementia Live experience, I would say is unique because really it is a simulation where caregivers or people, family members or people who don't have dementia get an opportunity to get a feel for what it could possibly feel like for their loved one.
These gloves, you put these on to distort your sense of touch. So someone with dementia, their senses are starting to diminish as the disease progresses, and so they will lose their sense of touch or not be able to feel.
When they get into this experience and they go through these different little tasks and simulations with this special equipment that they put on, specifically designed to replicate what it would feel like to have dementia, that's when this light bulb goes off and it evokes compassion for the person that they're caring for.
It was a good experience. I'm thankful because now I kind of understand what my father feels like.
It's hard for them to accept the fact that their loved one is changing right before their eyes. So with Dementia Live, it can help them to understand what's happening to their loved one. And once they understand, then they're a little more accepting of what's happening to them. The men that went through Dementia Live were the ones who got the most emotional.
To kind of experience what my wife is doing, living every day. I had no idea what she's going through.
Before the experience, they may be very frustrated with their loved one. They're not really understanding what is really happening. But when they come in and do the experience, afterwards they're like, oh, I completely understand now what they're going through.
It was a very interesting experience just to get a feel how people dealing with dementia may perceive things. It was a wonderful experience because, it allowed me to be put in their world.
Caregivers are busy. When they get an opportunity to come to events like this, it's an opportunity for them to build community, to meet other caregivers, get the information that they need, but again, realize that they are not by themselves.